I have one dumbbell because that's it. That's all. Welcome to my channel, guys. Here we talk about food, fitness. I don't know why I said food. Let's go. Welcome to my channel, guys, where we talk about tech, gaming, fitness, fashion, and whatever else come to mind. We put out new videos every month, maybe more, maybe less, if we have more to talk about. But today we'll be talking about wellness. Recent months, I started my wellness journey. Start wouldn't be a good word. Today we'll talk a bit about wellness. In the last few months, I have been intentional about losing weight because on my vacation trip in February, I found out I was a lot of weight. I'll say it. I was 315 pounds. And I just thought, ain't no way. Like, I had never been over 300. I just didn't think that I had gained that much weight. And so I thought to myself, like, there's no way, this is where I'm at. I know it's my birthday trip, so I'm gonna enjoy this trip, but when I get home, it's time to hit the ground running, and that's what I tried to do. Now, that was in February. It's now November, and I'm currently 187, so you do the math. I've lost maybe 25 pounds. Which is cool. Not as fast as I wanted to, but progress is still progress. So actively trying to incorporate better eating, whole eating, healthier routines, a home gym that I'll get into. And so that's just a bit of where I came from, and where I'm trying to go. I will say that over the years, so a bit more about me. I've struggled with my weight since I was a teenager. I struggled with fibroids from when I was 13. I was diagnosed when I was 13 or 14. And they put me on contraceptives that caused me to gain a lot of weight. So I went from being a skinny kid to getting a little thick as a preteen and being pretty chunky by the time as I went to college. So I've been struggling with my weight my whole adult life, and I'm just I'm 30, and I do feel that now the implications of being overweight are that much more apparent, and I just don't want to deal with that. So in an effort to kind of switch up what I've been doing, because like Albert Einstein said, insanity, I need to stop. Like Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So one of the things that I'm trying this year is incorporating foods that I stopped eating when I was testing for my allergies. So in 2017, I found out I was allergic to MSG, monosodium glutamate, and I stopped eating all meat, including fish, just fruits and veggies. And once I started back eating chicken, fish, seafood, I never brought back the rest. I tried with the pork. I threw up every time. In recent times, I've been inspired to give those foods a try again, because it's not that I can't have it, but it's that I haven't had it in so long. I don't want it to touch my food. I want to make sure I don't have an intolerance. I don't have kids yet, and so I don't want to have kids and they have some type of intolerance because of my decisions. That's not really the only reason, but nevertheless, here we are. I do want to try things differently. And so even if I start eating pork, if I start eating lamb, if I start eating other foods, it'll be in moderation. Definitely won't be all the time, but I want the ability to eat those foods without being concerned that something detrimental will happen to my health. So that's a journey I've embarked on lately. In October, I started eating turkey. Listen to me. When that bacon touched my tongue, I feel like I felt like the glory of Christ was upon me. Like, it's a beautiful sensation. Felt like an angel smiled at that moment, at the very moment that bacon touched my tongue. And so it was turkey bacon, of course, but the joy I felt on that occasion made me feel like, you know what? Maybe I should try some of these other foods I stopped eating. Give me some duck. Let me try something else because, whew, yes. So the first night, I did have a bit of a headache. I don't know if it was from that. I tried Jollof the same night. And I was like, no, we can go at this again. This wasn't a terrible reaction. It wasn't a anaphylactic anything. I mean, that's not something you want to try, but anyway. So I was like, although I had a little adverse reaction, that could have been from anything, could have been from the day. So I said, let me try again. So now it's a new month. I spoke to my doctor. I told him what I'm doing. He was like, okay, great. Just have your antihistamines nearby. And I told him what I will do is when I try them, I'll try them on days when I know he's in office, so I don't have to deal with the hospital or anything. I can go to him if I need a shot or whatever. So I did try to make sure that my safety measures were in place. I tried the pork 55 minutes ago. At first, my throat was burning. Not like, oh my gosh, I need medical attention burning, but like, my body was like, girl, what's this? Girl, what is this? So how I tried it is I did 2 of those little round turkey sausages, and I did 2 of those little long turkey and pork sausages. In comparison, and it's the same brand, the pork sausage did not taste that great. It was cool, but the turkey one tastes better. That pork flavor was like, it was given bloody meat that sat out or something. It just didn't taste good. And that is the flavor I remember pork having. So my throat isn't burning anymore. So we'll see by the 2-hour mark what's happening. But I will probably try to eat some bacon a little later in the month, maybe next week. And it's just really to build up that tolerance. So if I do want to have it, then it would be an option. So moving on, let me tell you all about my homemade gym and what we will probably focus on a lot of as we talk about my weight loss journey and I provide updates. So that's it. That's all. So I got a stationary bike. I have 1 dumbbell because when I moved, and my ex sent my stuff, he sent half of my stuff. So he sent 1 of the dumbbells, not 2. I have a 10-pound medicine ball or whatever, slam ball, medicine ball. Oh, you could point at it and it'll, oh, so cool. Okay. Well, the camera did a thing, sorry. And I have a jump rope. I have resistance bands, the resistance leg bands, a kettlebell that I can't find. I don't know how you could lose a kettlebell. And I have battle ropes and a yoga mat. And so I will be using those to build muscle. I really just need this flap going. So one of the reasons I built a little home, I'm working on building a little home gym, is because the gym here is so expensive. And the more affordable gyms are usually full. And I'm not a morning person. I work pretty late in the afternoon. And when I'm not working, I'm studying. And so when I want to work out, or by the time that I'm ready to work out, it's pretty late at night. And so it would be better to me to spend the money that I would spend on maybe 2 months of gym to build up what I had. I don't think I spent more than 2 months at my, let me not call the people name. I don't think I've spent more than 2 months of money that I would have spent at the gym that I go to get this stuff. So I think that's a steal. If I gotta spend another month's worth to buy some more things, I will. So that's my plan. That was the reason I did it. And living in the Bahamas where things are so expensive, I would tell you to do the same. I have no regrets, and I do feel the effect of working out at home. Challenges, I do feel like the motivation is a bit off, which is about a reason why I wanted to start blogging about it. I feel like if I'm motivating other persons, I'll motivate myself in the process. And so hopefully I can be some type of inspiration to you as you all inspire me as well. So let's talk about my short-term and long-term goals. Short-term, by December, by the end of November, I would like to be under 280 pounds. I told you I'm 287 as of this morning. A week ago, I was 290. So I hope that's 2 solid pounds and not 2 water weight pounds. We can come back tomorrow, right? Just saying into that. So I hope that by the end of November, today is the 2nd, by the last day in the month, because I don't know if it's the 30th or 31st, whatever, don't judge me. I pray that I be at least 279. By the end of this year, if I could crack 270, that would be amazing. That's like 2 to 3 pounds a week. That ain't too bad, that ain't too drastic. So that's my short-term goal. My long-term goal, I would love to be 180. That is still overweight for my height. I'm 5'7.5". But I think that's a realistic weight for me. Not only realistic, but I do think some of the health issues that I've been having, I do have high blood pressure, would be mitigated by getting down to 180. So that is definitely my goal weight. And I want to get there tight as much as I can. I know loose skin is inevitable, but as much as I can build muscle and handle that naturally, that is my goal. Also, I think that mentally, I've not really ever struggled with self-esteem issues. I always felt great in my skin, comfortable in my skin. The only time self-esteem issues would creep up, almost like a little nagging something in the back of my ear, is if I'm dating someone and they start to make me feel as though my confidence shouldn't be, like, oh, well, look at this. Like, hey, now, I already let you in my space. I'm vulnerable with you, and now you abusing that. And that's been the only time. But otherwise, I ain't gonna lie. Just look in the mirror and be like, So, as you work on yourself, even as you begin, your mindset is the most important thing. When other people told me, oh, you gotta lose this weight, you gotta lose this weight, you gotta lose this weight, I heard them. Like, they make sense. But it has to be a decision you make within yourself. I'm going to lose this weight, and here's why. Here's my reasoning, here's my purpose, here's the goal. And it has to be a disciplined decision, an informed decision that you make within yourself. Especially because for me, I'm stubborn. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so when other people tell me to do things, especially if they come from a judgy place, it's like, what? I ain't doing it for you. You already judging me, like, like, why would I? But yeah, and those persons coming from a place of love, sometimes people just don't know how to communicate it, so I wouldn't take it personally. But try to find that motivation within yourself. Try to find healthier motivation than, oh, I'm sick of this. Oh, I don't want, like, no. I love my body. And if you worship a higher power like me, I'm a Christian. And I love God. And I feel like this is his vessel. And I think I've not been doing it justice. So find some source of inspiration and go from there. That's my 5 cents. Inspiration. Y'all, Megan definitely don't weigh no 180. But the way she posts her little fitness updates and her fitness, she definitely slimmed down. Sis was already banging. Her body was amazing, and she still slimmed down to where she is now. She seems to be very consistent. I like her posts, her confidence in any size, and her attitude. Like, I just love it. I love her vibe. And for me, I'm a bubbly person at heart. I'm a bubbly person, like, period. I'm I used to say, don't mind me being plus size. I could do what I want to do. We all see that video come out recently with the girl who was like, they said I can't run. Look, the girl, as she run, she break off running and come back.
Who ain't got speed? Play with your mama, not me. And that song, who? That song, Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm tired.
That's how I feel sometimes, because it's like, I will race you. We would be walking, I'd be like, let's race, and I'm dead serious. But my body ain't going as fast as I want it to go no more. And so I just want to get back to that. So when I say let's race, I could dust you. I would like to dust people. So I'm that playful, and I need my body to catch up. Body type, I really, really like Cami. I don't know her full name, but if I had a girl crush, it'd be her. It would be her. I guess I do. Cami Crawford. I'm a same question I had because I can't remember the girl name. But she's not really skinny, but I don't think she's overweight. But that's definitely body goals. That's body goals for me. So if I could come close to that, you know, if we're talking about the physical, because we all look at it. We look at people, we're like, oh, that's amazing. I want to be that size or whatever. That's it down. Pass it down. So if you have any celebrity inspirations, definitely leave a comment. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I'd be interested in hearing. Challenges I think I will have to overcome on this journey include discipline. Although I was just preaching discipline to y'all, I definitely sometimes get in the mindset of, damn, I mess up. Let me keep going. I didn't mess up. I didn't turn down the wrong road. Why turn it back now? Why turn it back now? I actually like it. I didn't know. And so I need that discipline and focus to say, you know what, stay with it. And that's what I was saying. As I motivate y'all, please send that back. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what challenges you're doing. Let me know your goals in the comments and how you plan to achieve them. And let's do this together. I definitely welcome your stories, because this is a journey we are embarking on, not just me. So in the future, I'll be putting out videos with some of the routines I find that seem to be effective. There will be cardio, high interval training, with the second I and hit me, HIIT, high intensity interval training. I might have made that up. I don't know. But those, we're gonna do some before and after videos, definitely, because the weight gotta be lost in, the weight have to be lost in. We'll do some outside active videos and whatever else comes along. But as far as wellness goes on this channel, I will definitely keep y'all up to date. I will show you some of the workouts I'm doing and what's working and what may not be working as well. So as far as personal growth, I am excited to go further on this journey, because I do feel that as I heal my body, my mind follows. And there's nothing like a renewed and refreshed mind. And when you're not feeling your best, when you're feeling luggy, your mind starts to pull with it. It's like, oh, I ain't just in the mood or whatever. And that's a disservice to yourself. And so that's a big thing I want to work on, which is just keeping encouraged, keeping active, so that my mental state can be well oiled and ready to go, because I'm studying a lot. And so I can need this to be pumping and flowing. I do think that healthier eating has a direct correlation to your overall well-being and wellness state. So although I'm trying back eating certain meats, I definitely would keep them in moderation, because I know they aren't as great for you. But when I eat, I just incorporated hemp seeds. I got hemp seeds this week from New Life Vegetation on E Street. I already feel, so I don't know what all benefits they have, but I feel better already. I didn't want to take ashwagandha because when I was taking it, I was having a bit of an issue with it, and so I wanted to try something else that works. I have flax seeds already, ground flax seeds, but the hemp seeds have a lot of protein in them, and they're really good for a number of things. Let me see. Yeah, they're really good. They're a really good source of protein, fiber, healthful fatty acids, including omega-3s and omega-6s. They have antioxidant effects and may reduce symptoms of numerous ailments, improving the health of the heart, skin, and joints. My joints need help. So, yes. And you just start taking something or eating more, something you feel, and that's how I feel. So, yeah. So I will definitely fill y'all in on any other, I doubt it'll be supplements. I like natural foods to give me what I need because I already take pressure pills, and so I try not to take much other pills. But I will fill you in on anything else I start taking, any food that I start intaking more of that has a certain effect on me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, but I will fill you in. And I would love to hear back from you all if there has been any herbs that you've found to be helpful with your mental state, with your overall wellness and well-being, your energy, just your day-to-day, your memory. I would love to hear back if you significant changes by intaking supplements and preferably natural herbs. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share a bit about your wellness story, any tips or tricks you found helpful in this video, and any tips or tricks you would like to share with the wider community. Until next time, I should do it this time. You see my hand?